Thanks for staying with us. All right, so it's our Friday. We like to have celebrity gist. When celebrities are talking, we try to pay attention to what they're saying and talk about it on Friday. So, Bibi Naija couple Teddy A and Bam Bam addressed the issue of couples checking each other's phones. They disclosed that they don't do that because it would be disrespectful rather than they value the conversation they have together. Now, is it an issue for you? Because we've had this conversation a few times and checking each other's phones. And I know that Mariam said that we should be doing some chewing gum topics on Fridays. So this is one of those topics that feel good Friday topics. Chewing gummy. You know? So in your view, I mean, and I don't know if any of us on this table have had this experience of, okay, should I check? You know that, should I or should I not? And you're thinking, I know there's something happening, but should I check or should I not check? I mean, has it happened to anybody? Or you just check without even thinking twice? Nima,
I only check for alerts.
Interesting.
I'm that secure, I don't have that time. I don't worry about those things, except comes to my notice. If my husband needs me to check his phone, he'll tell me. In fact, there's no password, nothing. It's an open phone. So why do I want to go and be checking? There's nobody hiding anything. I do wahala.
Mariam, thoughts on this?
I think it's a phase, different phases. And different ways how you feel in your relationships. Some people start off by constantly monitoring each other. You know, I don't like that constant monitoring and control of each other to every point, yes. So, but I hear that there are some people that do that. Maybe in the beginning of their relationship, they're trying to build trust and things like that. People are locking up their phones because they have some unfinished business and is lingering into this relationship.
Into this new business.
Yes, and you're trying to figure out where they are. But I think it's best really to just leave people with their phones. And I like the fact that, yes, we're married, yes, we're in a relationship, but you're an individual. You're allowed some things that are yours, your privacy, your phone, your password. But when you get to that point in your relationship where it doesn't even matter, you're so secure, you don't even realize there's no password on your phone. Someone can one person or the other can just pick up your phone and use it because it's not a big deal. But I know that it takes time, to get there for some people. And then for some people, it's the other way around. You start off open, your phone is okay and fine. And then eventually, people start putting passwords on their phones. Then you now find, people get upset about that. Okay, why are you now putting password? It wasn't that way in the beginning. What has happened and what has changed?
See your thoughts on this issue?
I wanted to give you people a small gist. So I remember when we just started our relationship. And there was just emails we had. There was no phone at the time, and WhatsApp and all that. So I happened to do some work for him. He had graduated, and then I stumbled into his email, and I saw one girl toasting him. I now sat down.
You see fire.
Computer center, what they call those places, that cafe. Sat down. I now type,
Replied her?
Yeah, finish. Okay, so for me, if he was the one asking the girl out, I wouldn't have an issue with the girl. I would have faced him. But when I read the conversations, like they had been exchanging emails, she was the one toasting and saying, I know you have a babe, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Give me a chance. Okay. I sat down. So when he finally came to school to visit me, first of all, he had passed the other lady's school. So she was in Uniben, I was in Delta State University. And that was, hey, you have a tiger as a girlfriend, oh. See all the mails, oh. Don't talk to me again and everything. So he came, he was like, Auntie, what did you do? Why you have no business with that? I said, no, don't tell me that. He said, you know what, going forward, don't enter my email. When the phones now came, I don't want to see my phone. I will password my phone. You will password your phone. Nobody. And it's been like that. My phone is constantly passworded. His own is passworded. I don't bother about checking or if anything is about to happen or there are people around. I usually see the signs. And when I see the signs, I can start dealing with it without.
No, because if God wants you to see it, that's when you see.
We actually see the signs.
There was a time when, for me, it was the PIN that earned me such a distrust. So I had the PIN to my husband's ATMs, and one time I just koja yemi, and He just thought, okay, yeah, so we need to curtail certain things. So I noticed that he put a password on his phone. And I never bothered for one day. To ask him, what's your password? I just thought, Nima, you have some excesses. Just enjoy your peace of mind. So I never bothered. And then suddenly he called one day and said, you don't have my PIN, you don't have my password, you're not even bothered. I was like, which one will person go do?
You complain.
Because me, I'm just concerned about my peace of mind.
So I want to go back to what Mariam said a bit earlier, because you said about when you come together as in a union, you should still respect people's spaces. Yeah. And I like to link that up to what we were talking about in the makeup room. Like, you know, when you're on the bed, somebody wants you, your spouse wants you to cuddle up and just be lovey-dovey, and then I'll go, please, auntie, move. Just give me space. Move, give me space. Or you want to use the bathroom together, want to use the same soap, same toothbrush. Honey, so don't even go there.
That's not me.
You know,
that's so nice.
So where do we draw the line between what is romantic and what is totally just not right?
Too much.
Yes.
Yes.
So because I will have that.
Yes. So let me go there. I think we all have our different personalities. And unfortunately, some people just want to do things and assume that once you are married, your personality should blend into my own. It doesn't work that way. So it brings a lot of friction. I expect that because we're in love, we should be able to use the same toothbrush, we should use the same cream, we should use the same toothpaste, we should use everything, we should be together. You know, if that person is not in that same boat, personality level with you, it's going to be a problem. So I have a different personality from my guy. My guy is the gummy, chewing gum, you know, toothbrush, the same toothbrush kind of guy, hugging to sleep. But once I'm about to sleep, I don't need any skin to touch me. I will back you. So he doesn't find it funny, like, cuddle me now. I'm like, I want to sleep. Because by the time I cuddle you, you sleep off, I still need like 30, 45 minutes to sleep. So you would have slept off and then you leave me hanging.
Exactly.
So, auntie, uncle, move. You know, when the weather is hot, do not touch my skin.
Please don't even
My daughter will say, Mommy, I want to, no.
Yeah.
My husband like, accommodate them, they are your children. I say, no, I need my space. Like I go, sometimes I hide in the toilet and lock my door because I don't want, and I need that space. But that's my personality. He's still trying to adjust to it, but he's beginning to understand that, okay, it doesn't mean she doesn't love you, but she needs her space. So it's about the personality. For some people, you may be lucky to get somebody exactly like you.
The young lady was saying that no matter how hot it is, please, she wants her man to cuddle her through the bed. So, like, yeah, watching so much Hollywood movies.
It's not realistic.
It's not realistic.
No, if you grew up,
it's not realistic.
No, wait.
I don't want all these old
Wait, Nima. Let me finish.
Let me land by points.
Veteran married women. Okay.
You don't know who the type of person I am. But if you grew up where I grew up, where all girls had one room, you don't want to touch body to sleep. You know, but I love to be cuddled. And then in marriages, because everybody get married differently, for people like there are certain things that you must do to bond.
Build intimacy.
To bond with your spouse. A lot of things that we are talking about here are things that some couples must do to know each other, to, you know, to show their vulnerability, to eventually fall in love in marriage and a lot of things like that. So we shouldn't belittle them, but it doesn't mean that your personality will not eventually show up.
I mean, you're correct.
Yes, I understand where you guys are, and I'm in that place too. Personally, I feel sorry for my husband, because when I need to sleep, we have this, the bed is large. I think it was custom made because of our height. We're both really tall people. So my husband made sure that it's a bed that will accommodate our height. But the poor man always ends up at the edge of the bed, because I'll take the pillows, the duvet, everything. The poor man will look for towels. I like my space and I want a lot of space. I sprawl. I don't want anybody. But I also understood that in the beginning, so one thing is that, you know, we have stayed in this marriage for a long time, but in the beginning, you had to touch me. You had to hold and cuddle.
I have to feel your hand.
You see, we even talk about it now. He says, then his arm will be dead from my head up, you know. You have to hold me. And even if there's no, even if we don't hold completely, my foot has to be on your foot. Somehow there has to be that connection to show. And then when there's no body connection, for me, it's like, what has happened? What's going on here? What is happening in this marriage?
Me, in the beginning, I lie down on my house and try to go, like, after a while, you've been pushing me, like, my hand is hurting me. And I'll be like, what's wrong with this guy? So you just found the others, I'm sleeping. I'm thinking, I will feel so hurt. After a while, I got used to it.
You too, now you see, sometimes we lose, you know, the bonds if one party likes to do it. So when I got married, my husband likes PDA. It's coming from you meet him outside with a kiss and all of these things. And me, for my conservative, I'll be like, who will kiss you outside? I better come inside if you want. So eventually, and he will come in, he will hug. There's this way he hugs. I get off the floor because I'm shorter than he is. I just started complaining at some point. You are choking me. I had my daughter and my hormones and everything. I missed it. And he was just, I couldn't communicate that. If he hugged me, carry me back, you know. I
we have to wrap on this conversation because there's not a serious topic I'd like us to touch on. But I think I also remember I shared this story in the beginning where her husband lived in, they are siblings. They grew up together, they stayed in the same room till secondary school. So they were very, very intimate. Me, I stayed alone. All my brothers had left. So I'm used to having my own soap, my own sponge, my everything. So when we just got married, he opened his own soap. Me, I opened a new soap. He was wondering, why are we having 2 different bars? Like, yeah, I can't be sharing you. This is your own bar. This is my bar. So that is because they serious fight. I can't, we have to use the same bar. And it took me a long time, over a year, to say, okay, let me use your bar. You know, so sometimes if it happens like that, you have to eventually adjust to the person and find a middle ground. I think at the end of that, I think that summarizes what we're saying. That everybody, we are all individuals. When in a marriage, if it's what you need to show that connection, try to compromise with your spouse and try to do it to some degree.
Can I add a little thing?
Please.
Yeah, I think it's also okay to talk about it because sometimes the person will not understand where you are at. So they feel you don't like this probably because you don't feel this way. You don't feel in depth the way I feel. That's why it's easy for you to say no on these things. But if you communicate to say, this is actually my upbringing, this is how I grew up, this is what I'm used to, we'll find a way to try. But the days my head touches and I can't try, you to understand that this is who I am. It's easier that way.
Let's end on that. Let's go on a quick break. We're going to come back and move on to other topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.